difficult for us. I just want to encourage all of us, my colleagues, if you really want to dance, you need to have education. Because things has changed. Before, it was easy to go and make money. But now, the dancing that we are talking about is difficult. So I thought of it and found out what can I do to put in part into my country so that the next generation will know that to be an artist, you need to go to school. It's very important. You need to have the degree, what it means to be an artist, the philosophies, the understanding, not just dancing or drumming. We need it. And also, the reason why our first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, put our traditional dance on stage is to bring Ghanaians together. That's why today you can see an Ashanti man doing Kwanlogo. Today you can see an Ewe man doing Bambaya. But that promise has been fulfilled. But those who start, or those who took that dance to be a professional, have been forgotten. Most of our leaders, like Mustafa, Frank Lee, Yakubu Ade, Ghana Ba, you can name them. It wasn't easy road for them. I'm very happy that Mr. George Kunu is part of this project. And I would like to say something small about him. We all know Achiagbeko or Ajobo, but Mr. George Kunu, he was the one who went and learned Ajobo and bring it to Accra. But all these people has been forgotten, and our place has been forgotten. So I thought of it like, before I can bring everybody together and share my story with them, I need to honor those who make this beautiful job for us. So our purpose here tonight is to encourage every person who wants to be a dancer or an artist. Please, if you have the chance to go to school, to know what it means to be an artist, please do that. And by doing that, you will understand what it means to be an artist. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Agbala Nibia Mensang. Wache Agbala Nibia Mensang ehawo. Ni eyefel na akpa. Lele nkeji onaneke higbene bomode ake. Baya school go jogba. No kase jowe. Washikwen joni. Ona ye hekueko. Nyakani ake gadang bebi alo Ghana bi wongma nibi ni fata woheye esa ni wongma he mikpa nya faiwa ye hishiba mi nyahani womu ami ojogba ni no fe no baye omanye eha wo pepepe nyenu.
All right, and we shouldn't leave our culture, we shouldn't leave our dance, we shouldn't leave things that belong to us, make us proud as Ghanaians and as Africans. All right, moving on, and next we have a speech from the Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture, and to help us do that, representing the Minister for Arts and Tourism for Arts and Culture, we have the Executive Director for the National Theatre, who is coming to do this in the stead of the Minister. Let's put our hands together for our great Executive Director of the National Theatre.
Both the Minister and the Deputy Minister have other engagements that came on suddenly and therefore could not be here. So they asked me to extend their sincere apologies for not being here today. This is their speech, and I have been instructed not to amend anything from the speech. So I read directly from what I have. Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I welcome all of you to the cultural dancing and drumming program dubbed Night with the Legends. Permit me to start my address with a quotation from my favorite American president of all time, President John F. Kennedy. President Kennedy said that If art is to establish the roots of our culture, society must set the artist free to follow his vision wherever it takes him. We must never forget that art is not a form of propaganda. It is a form of truth. This observation by one of the leading admirers and supporters of the arts is very relevant today as it was in the 60s. Ladies and gentlemen, within our traditional space, there are individuals who enjoy their work and look to expand the artistic vocabulary and push our bodies and artistic instruments into ways that make us marvel. Artists always remain faithful to their personal vision of reality. They become the last champion of the individual mind and sensibility against an intrusive society and an overbearing state. The artists we honor today have brought us here because of their music, which has transcended time and has become part of our culture. Music, in my opinion, is something very extraordinary and significant to us as human beings. It is what makes us human, and it is what keeps us going on, even in difficult times. Music is, in a number of ways, the fabric to our lives and the definition of society. Music is one of the most treasured human experiences. Everyone enjoys music, and this becomes more apparent in every significant event. No matter what it is used for, music is the perfect art, and our lives will be incomplete without it. Every culture makes music, and every past culture has created music too. However, ladies and gentlemen, in the rush of nations to achieve material progress, to create jobs for the multitude of unemployed, and to produce more to alleviate mass hunger in many parts of the world, culture has frequently been forgotten or given a low priority. We often forget that quality of life is not a matter merely of better food and housing, better health and adequate clothing for all. It also means the opportunity to express the human condition in art and support the talent that makes that possible. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that is why today we take time to honor these artists. Their works, which were created years ago from pure passion and artistic vision while charting unknown territories, to bring us rhythms that were new then, but now considered a part of our tradition. These artists, like many of our artists, whether formally trained or informally trained, are the ones who make things happen and give us our unique identity as a country. Today, we recognize the self-affirmation and self-definition of these three artists with their distinct voices that has transcended generations and continue to be celebrated through performances. Their work influenced recent work through the recent emergence of this country on an international space by the music and dance named Azonto. We honor your work and want to say thank you for all that you've done for us over the years. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Minister ka deputy minister amena jwemone akani amenye biene ameba amemaji jwemo ni wo nyawe ebo moden ikane iha wo ojogban nyeno.
Now, there's one thing the two things that came out of the speech, and I want us to take note of these very, very well. One bit says that every culture makes music. Every culture makes music. So no matter what area, whatever geographical area you come from, no matter the locality, no matter the language you speak, no matter where you're from, no matter what your color is, every culture has some music in it. Let's put our hands together for that speech. Beautiful one. And then there was one other one that was very interesting. Whether formally or informally trained, you can still make a mark. Whether formally or informally trained, you can still make a mark.
Ewo kana o hia ke ekule ta flache o ye buko ni mokuye East Legon ewo le afole shikami be akena afole shikami be bo onwani ochon ni ache biko Solomon fiamo ke mulamini nyese alo Solomon fiamo ke jomo ni yo eno ewo efe no ba na o hie na ni ole ake ba bomoden ni ope ye follow ni oyomi ye jemeno dani wo ba ya wo short video keji okwesen ni otano dani obatano onake wolokotokuko kano neke wolokotoku ne obakpa fai neke ni chimo na enu wotun ke ahi wose afie obafe eko chife ba adam wo fe no wo ye obi ene no ewo ke ba hi kra fio ko pono ba nyoke womi no ke wani chimo ne koni wose afie enye machine ojogba eba ihawo wade enche ale no kaji onyo okenoko womie ohye se ya around obanye ni oche okoni okewuede ni eba she onugbade pepepe.
All right, so concerning the envelopes, like he said, there are envelopes on your seats, so you can pick them, put in a little token, put in some money, because this program will be run every year. Trust me, every year we're going to run this program. So just putting a little money, support the program, and let's get it going. Also, there are t-shirts of the program that are being sold for 25 Ghana cedis and the Lacoste for 30 Ghana cedis. So you can also grab that one. It's all in support and is in aid of this program.
Okay.
Okay, and then also I can see a lot of special invited guests here, special personalities. And we have the board chair of the National Theatre here. Can you give us a wave, sir? Thank you so much. All right. Okay, so moving on quickly to the next item. We have
a short video.
Meanwhile, Mr. Della Botry and your team, get yourselves ready because you're going to go after the short video. Thank you. I have to say that we should all challenge ourselves. Let's be creative. Let's do something that one day you'll also be remembered and be honored that we're honoring these persons tonight.
Nakai, keji ofeno ko papa abakaibo. Ofeno fon lehu abakaibo. Wo many wo utone ke higbeneno. Look afi noko papa ahi wojiami. Koni mo fiamo akaibo ojogba.
Coming up next is a man who has also taken Ghana very far. He's taken the name of Ghana way beyond the borders of Ghana, and he's doing so well. And who are we talking about, sir?
Wanyeminu Della
Botry and the Hewala Sound. He's going to give us two songs. Let's put our hands together for Della and the Hewala Sound.
I'm very happy to be here. Agobini, I don't have enough to say, but the only thing I will say is the Most High God that created the heaven and earth to bless you so much. Can we show some love to Agobini? Because this is what we've been fighting for. We are the younger ones that are coming. And